This is environmental studies, right? We are going to do the topic today is transport and communication. These are the different means of transport. They are scooter, train, bus, car, bicycle, and so on. Now, what does transport mean? A transport refers to the activities that facilitates movements of goods as well as individuals from one place to another. Okay, that means it becomes easy for us to move from one place to another. No doubt, the goods are also transported from one place to another. This is easy, right? Now, on the screen, you can see the different means of transport. The first one you can see is land transport. The second is water transport. And the third is air transport, right? Now, here are some of the pictures that I would like to show you all. The first one is the land transport. It's very simple. You are all aware of it, right? Then we have the water transport. Okay. Then we have the next one, air transport, right? You can see the aeroplane, helicopter, and so on. Now, do you think this was easy? Yes. Transport, how it took place, how it started, see. It started in the olden days. That is, man used to see logs of wood rolling down the mountain slopes. It is through that these observations gave him the idea of wheels. Now, in the olden days, what happened, you know? The planks of wood were used to transport objects. Later, by attaching wheels to these planks, the speed of transport increased. Now, time and efforts were saved as the invention of wheel is an important step in the progress of mankind. You are all aware of it. You know, the early man, how they invented, it was through the logs of the wood through which they came to know that wheels made it easy for us to take goods from one place to another. Now, here it is, the idea of wheel. See how the early man, how he cut the wood and then how he carried things from one place to another. Now, animals are still used as transport. Now, you must be telling me how. Even in the ultra-modern means of transport, we have been invented in modern times. In some parts of the world, men and animals are still used for this purpose of transport. For example, yaks are used in inaccessible parts, camels in the desert, and palanquins or dolis in the mountainous areas. Now see here. You can see the yak, the camel, and the dolis. Right? Now, we come to the main topic, that is communication. Now, what do you mean by communication? Now, this is what I am doing with you is also a part of communication. Now, human beings communicate with each other through speech and gesture, whereas animals, birds, and insects, even plants communicate through sounds. You all must be aware that everyone needs to communicate. Now, I'm communicating to you, even though you're very far from me, but this is the media that I have chosen to communicate with you. Right? Now, just see the picture, how the communication timeline is. Now, in the earlier days, now we have the modern methods, like how I'm communicating to you. But in the earlier days, how it was through the smoke. Then the pigeons would carry the messages from one place to another. The horsemen, the men were engaged in this work. The messages from one place to another was sent through men, through the horses. Then you can see the radio, television, and then you can see the newspaper, then mobile phone, internet, email, and so on. Now, this is the media through which I am communicating to you. Now these are some of the pictures. You all are aware of it. I'm just showing you. That's a computer, radio, telephone, newspaper, cellular phones, letters, television, and magazine. Now I would like to show you a small video.
There are different means of communication people use to send messages to other people. Modern and latest technology includes mobile phone, telephone, SMS, MMS, internet, email, telegram, and fax. In ancient times, pigeons used to carry letters from one place to another. Also, in those times, servants would deliver letters from their masters by running to the place of delivery. At other times, people riding on horses and camels to carry letters from one place to another. How does a letter reach its destination? We buy stamps, envelopes, and postcards from the post office. When we write our message on a postcard or on a paper, which we put in an envelope, we affix a stamp on the envelope and then drop the letter or postcard in the post box. A postman comes and collects all the letters dropped in the post box. Then the postman deposits all the letters at the post office. At the post office, the clerk sorts the letters and stamps each of them with an ink stamp. A mail van comes to the local post office and takes all the letters to the GPO. The GPO is the main post office of the city. At the GPO, the clerks sort the letters area-wise. Several vans come and take the letters sorted area-wise to different areas. Now the letter has reached the local post office. At the destination post office, the clerk sorts the letters clockwise. Different postmen take the letters and deliver them on their bicycles. There are various kinds of letters: greeting cards, inland letters, postcards, and mailing envelopes. Greeting cards are used to send greetings to family and friends during festivals, birthdays, and anniversaries. Inland letters and postcards are used to write messages. Mailing envelopes are used to post a written message on a piece of paper. Communication has become quite fast nowadays. People use telephone, both fixed, landline, and handheld cell or mobile phone. This is the quickest way to communicate. People can talk on their mobile phones while walking. They can also send written messages, which are known as SMS, text messages, through their mobile phone. Through the facility of MMS, photographs and video clips can also be sent via mobile phones. Offices also use fax machines to send and receive written messages through telephone lines. Other means of communication are newspapers, radio, television, and internet. Such means of communication are used to communicate messages on a large scale to the public at large.
Now, you must have seen this through the video, how the communication has become easy nowadays and how it was difficult in the olden days. Now, related to this lesson, I've got a small worksheet for you, which I will be surely posting it on the WhatsApp to you. But right now, I'll explain you the worksheet, how it has to be completed. The worksheet says, complete the dialogue with the words in the box. Now you can see the words in the box, that is the red color box. It says television, computer, magazine, radio, cell phone, newspaper, telephone, letter, fax machine, and notebook. Now the first picture is already done for you. What is this? Your answer is it's a telegram. Now the second one, you can see what is this? It's an envelope. The second picture, what is this? It's a telephone. And you can carry on with all the remaining. Now the second exercise, that is very simple. Now the question, it says, circle the slowest means of communication. Now I just showed you the timeline on communication. So I think it will be easy for you to circle the slowest means of communication. The second question is, circle the fastest means of communication. Now the first question was slowest. The second one is the fastest. And the third one is, arrange the following in chronological order. You know what is the meaning of chronological order? It says that from the beginning till date. That is, in the earlier days, which was the first mean of communication, later in progress, which was the second, and so on. And then the third box, you are going to complete it, which is the present mean of communication. I hope you all have enjoyed the lesson. Thank you.